this one, I'm going to go through one of the most important pieces of our gear, and especially in the wintertime. And no matter where you're at, if you're camping or in a survival situation, there's one piece of gear that, outside of your 5Cs, which is cordage, cutting tool, container, cover, and combustion. And this piece of gear that we're getting ready to talk about could be that. Could be one of the 5Cs, in that it could be your cover. But it's very multifunction and very important to have. And we're going to get into this, and it's the wool blanket. Alright, so obviously when you're going for a wool blanket, you're going to want to get a wool blanket that has as much wool in it as possible. There are some people that say only get the 100% wool blankets that are woven and really thick, and merino wool and all that stuff. Those are good, don't get me wrong. Those are awesome. If you can get them, get them. The only problem is that a lot of the time they cost upwards of $300. I don't know about you, but I don't have $300 to spend on a blanket. It's not common man, so I can't really do that. So what I have here is a 90% mill surplus blanket. I bought it off of Cheaper Than Dirt from, thinking $30, $20 or $30. And what I'm going to be doing with this is I will teach you guys how to make a match coat, which was a very common thing that was used in pioneer times to keep our guys warm. And also there are some other added benefits to it, and but we'll be getting into that with this video. Okay, so the first thing that you're going to want to do is, when it's really cold outside, you're going to need a coat. If you don't have anything else, or if it's bitter cold out there, you might want to use this over your coat, or even as a method of concealment. And here's what is going to happen. You're going to take your blanket, and you're going to basically make it long ways. So in that, you're going to make the head part of the head and foot part of your blanket all the way out at your hands. Okay? Then you're going to wrap it around you, and you're going to want to find the middle of it somewhere like this. And you're going to bring your two ends together down there. Okay? And then right about here, you're going to find your middle length here, and this is your measurement for where you're going to put your connecting device or your blanket pin. Now here's where you will put your blanket pin if you have one. If not, here's where you will do and put your string to tie together. So give me 1 second and I'll show you how that's done. Okay guys, so I still have that place marked, and I'm just going to take out my multi-tool and cut a small hole right where my hand is. Boom, done. Alright, so now all I have to do is take a small amount of my bank line, or any other cordage would do just as fine. As soon as I can get this untangled here. And I'm going to take, probably about a foot or better length, probably about 1.5 feet there probably. And I'm just going to chop off a hunk of it. I'm just going to double it over. Okay? Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to feed my loop in through my hole there. Then after I do that, I'm just going to put my tag ends in between that hole, inside that hole. And that's just going to create a large set knot. And I'm going to do the same thing with the other side. And split in half, something like that. Yeah. Once again, take it, double it over. Got it on the hole again. Oh, there it is. Cylinder on through. Tie a large set at the end. Boom, done. Alright. Now, that'll solve the attachment problem. Okay, so now that you have your attachment points, you're just going to whip it around your shoulders. Line them up so that they come together at the same spot now. Then you're just going to tie a knot in there just like you would as if you were lacing up your shoes. Okay. And now you can grab these inside wings, tuck one inside the other like so. Then you're going to get your belt. Try to wrap it around you. And you're going to try to bring one side in front of the other and cinch it down with your belt. And then you would just adjust from there. But the point here is that this would give you a type of coat that was called a match coat, and it was a way of keeping yourself warm in the wintertime. So if you needed to hunker down before the fire, you could do that and put your hood up, and now you've got something over your head to protect you from the elements and the freezing, and this hood will cover down here, and then you can just hunker in front of the fire. Now, something else is that inside of here, incidentally, in these spaces here, I can stuff any manner of weapons or whatever else that I want to. Also, through my belt on the outside, it was common to carry your tomahawk behind your back like so. Okay? So if I needed to grab my tomahawk, I would do that, and boom, I'm ready to go. Also, what's good about these match coats is if you need to move quickly, you can just flip that back, and now I'm ready to go, you see, so that even if I have to move my hands or my arms, now everything's out of the way. Okay, so that's something that was good about these match coats. If you think about concealment, one of the things that's the most dead giveaway of man is this shape of head and shoulders. You see, only men have this shape like this. Well, if I put this hood up and I bring this match coat back around, it minimizes automatically that shape. See? So by this alone, I'm minimizing my shape, and I'm starting to blend in. Even in this situation where you can see me clearly, I'm starting to blend in. Okay? So that's the whole point of the Match Coat and Concealment. So, and there's even ninja techniques that were called the boulder or the rock, where basically the ninja would take a cloth, or in this case we'll call it a blanket or a match coat, and when he felt that there was an enemy watching, he would duck down to all fours and basically curl up like a ball, and he would become like a boulder. And with the coat over him, it'd be difficult to see. So that's something to be thinking about. I hope you don't ever have to use this knowledge, but if you do, it's good to have it. Does it look a little silly? Yeah, it looks a little silly, but it's very warm and it'll keep you warm. So, and it will help. And it's a good way to carry your blanket, especially in the wintertime. So, anyway, thanks guys. I appreciate your comments. I appreciate your views. I appreciate your time. Defend your homes wisely.